Hopefully you are fine. I welcome all of you at my channel Computer Code. So let's get started. So this is the third part of the wallpaper app. I recently created our wallpaper app. So I will run it on my Android device and I will show how it's look like. And today we will hit our API on Postman and make the structure of for API we can get data and display in our application. So let's get start. This is going to just installation for the time being. I'm just used. I just go to home screen for the sake of time. I just create a API structure. So in the lib folder, I just create here a new directory that is web services. Yeah, so here I created a new web services that is I use for communication. In dot file I create here web services and here is our class web services. So we don't need to create here instance for that web services. I just simply make it private constructor and here I go and we need to a base URL and like that in the values I just created here a constant style and here I create API constants. So here I create a class API endpoints. This is also going to a concrete class, but I create here private constructor because I don't need to use it, make it object. So here I call here static const base URL. Here I pass our base URL. Okay, so I write the name of that is uppercase and well depend on you wanna write to constant value on uppercase or lowercase. If you are from Java background, so you will know the constant value also be written in uppercase, so well depend on you. And this is compiler suggestion. If you want to remove it, you can go analyze option and here write rule avoid, like just like avoid just constant identifier name I just set here false. So here I control S and it will scan files and where I go it will display me nothing. So well depend on you. In my structure I use uppercase not lowercase for the constant, so depend on you what kind of things you want. You can set here set your own rules on analysis options YAML. I create a separate video on this. If you want, just comment it. So here is our application that I recently created and we want to attach API. For that we have just to open our browser and I just restore it and I close it and dev tool also, and here is the documentation of Unsplash API. In last video I will show you how we can create our account and how we can use it. So here is the available API that we can use and get, post, put and deleting the source of. For that we can use it. Here is the description, 200 status okay, 400 bad request and 401 unauthorized person if you don't have any access token. So for that we can use here we can provide our authorization and client ID or access key to access it. So first of all what we need to, I just copy it and use in our Postman. So on the Postman I will create here a new collection that is, I just rename it the name of the collection wallpaper. That is our collection. And add request, I just simply here I created a new add get request. So wallpaper new request, the name of that is get wallpaper. So because this is get request, so I will paste it here. And what I need to do, it will automatically access parameters that we need to pass here. So I will just simply here we pass our access key. So if you want to make some series uh, about Postman, how we can create APIs used in Postman, and how we can set the environment for that like this, and how we can use. So I will create another separate list for that playlist, you can check it. So for that I just simply minimize it, and I will go where I created my APIs. So I just simply move to back and navigate to where my app, it will provide me. So here is the demo, 50 requests per hour, and your app have to access 5000 requests per hour as long your application like on supply. So for that I just go application. So I will drop down, so it will provide me here access key. So I need to use it. I just copy it, minimize, and go to here I need to provide client ID, that is. So I will send request. So see what it's happened. Okay, so on the Postman we see our response 100%ly working, and it will the status code is 200,606 milliseconds. So as you see the raw URL, so I hit it here, and what is display like this, you see this is I think not proper visible here. So I just simply copy and close here, don't save, and open my browser and use it. As you see the URL that provided as for image like this, you see this is the very beautiful car images that user can use it. So what we can do, we need to set our base URL here. So I just simply on this I just remove client ID for the pass parameters. So here I just pass here base URL. Okay, so what we need to pass, we need to call here. I just create now for now I creating a function that is known as get. That is for now this is a get function, but in the time being after when we set our complete our API structure, we will convert it into a returning function. So here is a get images list. So here is this our images list that will get. So first of all, for the request what we need to it, I just simply import HTTP as HTTP. I think I'm not using, but this will be suggestion for me because Google fonts using HTTP. So if I want to use it, I also use like this, but this is not a proper way. For that we need to go here and search HTTP Flutter. So here we can install it. I just simply installation for that. I just go here, I just copy. The upgradation of this HTTP is very fine. They changes a lot of things if you wanna to see. I think they are on LinkedIn. I read about that they added streams for that. The package set of high function HTTP using just like that await HTTP response. There are some other libraries like a chopper that is also used for Flutter network request, and that most of the where I read that they said that is very powerful library that you can use it for that also. But the simplest way we can use HTTP. So if you want to make another video also on what is dio and how what is chopper and how we can use it, so I will also make it. Most of my personal projects I use for chopper, so that is very interesting library. If you want to search it on yourself, you can search it. Okay, so this is HTTP. Okay, so what we need that, I just go here, web services, HTTP, the underline gonna down, go here. I create var uh, var request, sorry, URL URI, that is URL. Okay, so I will pass here URI dot parse. It will suggest to me how we can use it, but this time I just remove it and set here semicolon, and I will pass here API endpoints dot base URL. So we don't need to nothing, and how we can use it further, so I will tell you. So this is our base URL, and I will create here var request is http dot get, and I will pass here URL, and the headers, on the header side what we need to do, I will pass set here URL is equal to URI. I just simply set here, I just go, and here it will provide me different way to use it. That is a scheme. If you are from API or backend side, so we can use it. What is scheme, what is host, what is path, so we can use it. I just simply tab it, my AI will done that. So here I pass a query parameter that I need. So what is query parameter, you can google it, that is very simple thing you can use, that is extra params that we can pass it and use it for. Okay, so here is our client ID, I just enable it and I just copy it here. On the other hand, I just for make it string, that is private, and we can set here our access key, the name of that is access key, and I pass here access key simply. So here is I need to pass access key. So this is okay, so make it final, it will be not gonna change, so we make it final. And here is the key that we also need to use for that, and I will double check it. Okay, so here is our request, and it will not going to complete because this is async. We are dealing with network, so when we are dealing with network or native code like Kotlin and iOS side Swift, so we can getting from OS data something, so for that we can use await. So I will pass here get, and here is our, if you want to pass our body or map or function headers, we can pass here our headers. Here are different options that we can pass. If I go inside of the get function, as you see, I will pass URL and headers, and with client, and this is header, and it will get data and provide us. So I will pass here await, and I just simply print request.body. That's any variable name that you want. I just wrote rest request. So if you want to like something change, so So until we don't access directly, we set here static. So I will set here static, and also I make it static. On the static function, all things are static. So okay, it will suggest me make it const, not final. And what is the difference between const and final? I question to you guys. Please answer me in comment. And where I go to home services. This is our stateless. I convert it into stateful. I just call here init state, and after this I just remove it. On the after the super dot init state, I just call web services. Okay, so I need to import it. Okay, so it will get pieced, nothing. And I just pass here because that is void function, not async, so it will get, and we can see how it's look like and what is data available here. Okay, but the data not display on the phone side, so if we just simply show and move to home, as you see, we will successfully get our data. On the next video we will just complete I just simply make a request and get data. On the next video I will tell you how we can make it more valuable, and how we can handle exception if what if I don't want to pass this access key or query parameters. I just simply remove it and see what we will get the response. So how we can handle this? As you see the error auth, the access key invalid, and how we can display this error and this kind of things. So in the next part we will see how we can use it. The person who did not subscribe my channel, kindly subscribe it. On the next part we will handle this our API request with using our try catch or some different method. How we can use it, I will tell you. Thank you guys, take care of yourself.